So apparently some people in the Twitch chat decided that they were interested in a video about all the soldiers I have. So essentially this is gonna be it. I have quite a bit of an army on US side, like relatively okay army on the Axis side, and almost nothing on the SOS side. In any case, I'm gonna start with the US side, then work on the Axis side, and then go to my alt accounts and show you what they have as well. So we're gonna start with the general. My only general that I have. He has like logistics expert and charismatic leader. Although I would have preferred to swap out logistics expert for a battlefield commander, but I don't have it gold because I'm an idiot. Then I have my first carbine guy, which I converted to 1903. But currently I'm using him as a bolt action guy. The mods are these, and the revolver is not quite done. Then there's my actual carbine guy, with the mods being well started ones. Basically they're covered in the guide if you've seen that one. And I also use Deadeye. And an actual revolver that is modded properly. Although like 90% of my characters use fast reload, and this is no exception, like there are a couple of characters that I don't use fast reload on. But Garand is not one of them, and I use full RPM with bullet, the sniper bullet that is, on it, with a revolver, like med pouch and stickies. And there's like the standard SA rifle with a bazooka, well in this case Punch-a-Shag. And there's the repair guy, which also has mechanic gold with 1919, pretty straightforward. The Johnson guy, with probably have guessed what mods are, but still I'm gonna show him to you. Yeah, he uses fast reload as well. Then this is my tanker, which I have M1A1 carbine because why not? And I have like a bunch of shitty tanks and a Pershing which I never grinded. Still lacks HG or APCR or any type of crates. So yeah, that's my tanker which I pretty much never use. This is my oldest character. He has like one of the most amount of guns, which pretty much are going unused. He has an amphibious vehicle, that's why I have like a couple of 1919 characters. So the next character would be my average Johnson guy. This is gonna be a ton of Johnsons to be honest. The only difference between the last one and this one is that it uses H3 and less med pouches and less ammo to accommodate the H3. Apart from that, there's nothing to it. This is my fucking around character with the grease gun, which is somewhat modded, and shovel and med pouch, of course. Here is my another, I think 5 Johnson characters. This one instead uses the pocket hammerless, which I'm still unable to mod because I don't play with this guy often enough. And grenades, and the idea is that I can clear mines with the grenades in clan matches. This is my other 1919 character, which has fast reload. Although I'm not big of a fan of fast reload at the moment and would rather prefer Deadeye. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to have it. This is one of my... I think there's like 10 of these where I just don't know what to put on them and I'm too lazy to grind them. Essentially they're just for assault teams. Another one, a Bazooka 1919 character, which is pretty useful, although I'm not using it as much. But yeah, this is possible if you have 0 pouches on a 1919 and then have 0 pouches on a bazooka and then use order gold, in which case you have around 200 bullets for the 1919 and 4 bazooka shots. Another character which I have nothing with. Just skip those, skip this, and the grand guy, which is... the plan is at least to have fast heal badge with this guy. Basically this one. But yeah, it's just taking me forever. Another soldier that I just have for ATs. My HE pilot has all the planes. I don't fly often, so I don't have flak jacket gold, nor bombs away gold. Another soldier for the ATs. AT soldier. Another character that is used for mining. He has diamond lover silver in this case. Although I would very much like it to be gold, I'm too lazy to grind it yet again. AT guy, another AT guy, my paratrooper. The only reason I don't upgrade to Johnson, apart from that I didn't actually unlock it yet, is the fact that I have a skin for it. And this one was only like for 2 years, I think, available for 2 years. So yeah, that's why I'm staying with the Thompson. Otherwise I would recommend going for the Johnson on the paratrooper. And my last character is work in progress. Character that would replace this guy with the Panzerschreck and the fast reload. And this guy will, this Donald Randall, that 17 colonel, will go to the generals eventually. So that's it for my US army. I have 30 soldiers plus 1 general, which equates to around 100 command points. Let's move on to the exercise. There I have, as you can see, a camo badge character. That's probably my only camo badge on all 3 accounts and all sides. The only reason is because there's a 4x scope and this guy is like pretty kitted out. The mods for the guns are as follows. Again, 0 pouches on the revolver, well, on the revolver, the parabellum, so I can accommodate a huge setup. Then there's the no scope STG, which I sometimes use. It's pretty effective with H3s. I use Deadeye with this guy. MP40 guy, which I don't use too often because it's like unnecessary most of the time, since MG42 does what MP40 does significantly better. This is one of my MG42 characters. I use full RPM with bullets. I tested quite a bit of builds and this build just worked the best, so yeah, I'm sticking with it. My another STG character, this one just scope and trigger. Then I need that scope and just go for headshots with this character. It's pretty fun. And instead of that I use fast reload. My AT character, there are a lot on the X side as well. Another of my MG characters, same build as the other one, except I have a pistol and less ammo pouches on MG42. AT character, anti-tank character, which I recommend having like SA plus Panzerschreck on every faction, doesn't matter which you play, with Deadeye, which I would very much like to replace with fast reload, As you can see, I already have an MP34. I just didn't have the time to do the grind yet, as you can quite clearly see. Another AT character. Need to get those assault teams somehow. My pilot on the Axis side, which apparently has Flak Jacket Gold, but I don't even have those on my main faction. Go figure, I have all the planes. All of them run the APCR except I think for this. Yeah. Oh no, I don't run the HE. Actually I do recommend HE with the recon planes if you're flying those. It makes the plane a little bit more useful, although like dogfighting is shit with it. So HnG Soldier. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get with this, but he has some mods like Scout's 2 barrel and Spring and Bullet. My recon on the Axis side, you have probably seen him in the 100 sub montage for like a split 10 seconds. That's not quite the phrase. Anyway, the mods are as follows. Pretty much the same as the every bolt action for the recon. Uses a pistol as well, full off. My tanker, which I have most of the tanks, except that they're not grinded fully yet. It might take me a while, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna grind the tank anytime soon. I'm too lazy and the tanks are not interesting me as much. AT character, and my para, which is an FG. I haven't done extensive testing with this gun, so don't take my mods as seriously. I think this is a good setup, I'm not quite sure, so yeah, just look up another guide and don't just blindly follow this one. And that concludes my Axis side, which has I think around 30 command points and around 25 ATs. Can't really show you because I'm on your side now. And I suppose the last thing I'll show on this account before we move on to other accounts is my kill death ratio, basically my stats and time played on this account. Closing in on 2,500 hours, which is insane, and quite a bit of kills on the carbine. So yeah, you can see what I play the most. So let's move on to different factions and alta guns. As you can see, I'm on the Comrade WMX account. This account has a couple of grinded soldiers and most of the weapons on the Soviet side. Like for instance the SVT and the revolver on this guy. Usually you run fast reload, but I don't have that membership, so yeah, I can't really show you that. The mods are as follows, like full RPM with the bullet, pretty standard stuff if you're playing US side. And the revolver mods are as follows as well. The cartridge type bar is probably the weirdest choice from all of that. DP character, pretty standard build. I play it as a CQC gun, so full mods, lowest TTK. I think this build is like the most effective as well. Although I've seen different builds that quite honestly quite suck. And RPG 43s, because I like anti-tank on this character. And there's the scoped ABS with slow rate of fire build. But I sometimes change out to something different. And a pistol that I haven't grinded. This guy also runs fast reload, but I can't show you that. Then there's the pilot, which I am almost near Black Jacket Gold. And the funny thing is that... where is that? I don't even have Bombs Away Silver. I have all the planes with his Soviet pilot. Yeah, that's about it with this guy. And the standard basically must have for every faction SA plus bazooka. That is very nicely named thanks to, I think, Rankin suggested this name. Which is kind of funny, to be honest. And my tanker, which I bought because Lycan wanted to play tankers on the Soviet side, which has the worst tanks. Go fucking figure. Anyway, I only have the pleb tank because I'm lacking in credits to buy tons of good tanks, or the ribbons for that matter. Anyway, that concludes my Soviet account, which I have decent stats with. I mean, there's nothing to scoff at, but still I'll be a little bit better than my main account because, well, I played my main account since forever and then I actually sucked hard. And here's my stats and what I played on the alt account. This is my last account, which I use to switch between the faction that my main account is not on. So I can play basically all three sides if I wanted to. This soldier has MG, S2G and Necrobear, because I'm lacking in setups and credits, as you can see. And this guy is supposed to be a bazooka guy with a G43 or Panzerschreck, because Axis for some reason can get that easier. But yeah, I'm, as said, lacking in credits. On US side, however, I have 1919 and that pouch, which is nice, and the Garand character with mines, which is going to be placed by stickies once I unlock those. And then I'm gonna buy another bazooka guy. So yeah, I don't have much on this account. And he has the most KD, and my stats are as follows. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and yeah, see you in the next video.